From the National Weather Service in Raleigh, it's Nick Petro with your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. It's 11:30 Monday, October 7, 2019. So thanks for joining me this morning for our routine weather briefing to start off the week here. And so as I go to the next slide here, basically what you see here is the pattern for today, for midweek, for late week, and the upcoming weekend. In the upper left, the today pattern, you can see there's a cold front basically crossing the mountains to later today, and tonight will be basically that front will be moving through. So normally, with a cold front, you'd be like, we should have a decent chance for rain. But let me show you radar, and you can see there appears to be a fair amount of rain here west of the mountains. And but notice in the last few frames, it's kind of thinning out. And, like in the Knoxville area, you can see here on the, just west of us on the other side in eastern Tennessee is kind of thinning out. And the problem here is that there's a localized area of drier air and over central North Carolina that should basically not really help these showers. If anything, that would tend to more dry things up. So unfortunately, while there are a few showers to our west and there's some showers to our east along the coast, but basically in the middle of the state, it's most places should stay fairly dry with that frontal passage, unfortunately, because we could really use that rain. So anyway, there could be a few showers, maybe even a thunderstorm. We can't take it out of the forecast, but whatever does fall will not provide any notable drought relief, unfortunately. Once that front moves by, we'll have cooler weather, or you'll notice actually quite comfortable temperature-wise. It'll be kind of cloudy during the day tomorrow. Look for a lot of overcast skies, not much sunshine. And again, the dry pattern will continue right through the latter half of the work week. But again, feeling kind of comfortable temperature-wise. So, it is October, so highs only in the 70s are, pretty much to be expected. And then in the bottom panels, you'll see another cold front in the late week period crossing the middle of the country and crossing the Carolinas over the weekend. So that cold front will move through our area late Saturday. That'll bring a couple more widely scattered showers. That one, at least right now, the models are suggesting might give us a little bit better chance for rain than the front that's moving through tonight. But still not much drought relief, even with that front. Any shower activity on late Saturday night will be very widely scattered. If you have any outdoor activities on Saturday, don't cancel them because I don't think you'll need to. So in the big picture, really this whole week can be summarized by not much drought relief, pretty dry, and temps closer to normal. So a few more details, and we'll keep this one short and sweet with not much going on here. No thunderstorm, severe thunderstorm potential next 3 days, so not much activity going on there. Look at the rainfall amounts today, hardly anything, if at all. Tuesday, Tuesday there could be a few light sprinkles or some drizzle falling from those low clouds, but whatever falls will not be much, less than 1/10 of an inch. So it'll just be cloudy most of the time. But again, there could be a little bit of drizzle with those low clouds tomorrow. Dry Wednesday, dry Thursday and Friday, mostly dry Saturday and Sunday. Gosh, when you look at the next 7 days, we're only talking, not much more than 1/10 inch of rainfall, if that. There'll be more than that, obviously, in the mountains because the upslope flow helps to squeeze out a little bit more rain, and a little bit more near the coast, where an area of low pressure may kind of ride up the Gulf Stream later this week. The drought monitor, of course, this will be updated. I'm imagining perhaps this will be expanded. I'm not really sure, but the folks who make that decision get together tomorrow. And the new one will come out on Thursday. But suffice it to say, the western 2/3 of the state are either abnormally dry or are in a moderate drought with a few patches of severe drought. So not much change expected there. All right, looking at the tropics, there's an area of non-low pressure over the central Atlantic, that orange shaded area. That has a 50% chance of formation through the next 5 days, but that should stay out to sea. Not really an issue for us. We're watching an area of low pressure, some shower and thunderstorm activity over the western Atlantic, several hundred miles west-southwest of Bermuda. That's just associated with the trough, non-tropical at the moment. There is a potential that could acquire some subtropical characteristics later this week, but it's going to stay offshore. Regardless, though, even though it stays offshore, there's still impacts for North Carolina, namely dangerous surf and rip currents. So there are going to be hazards associated with that non-tropical or subtropical low that develops and stays offshore. Impacts by name and way of dangerous surf and rip currents. So if you know anybody who's going to the beach, or if you're going to the beach, anytime there's low pressure area out there and onshore flow like there could be with this, just stay out of the water. Really, that's the best thing to do. You can go to the beach and enjoy, your time on the sand, but, I'd just stay out of the water, at least until, calmer conditions come back. All right. So dangerous surf and rip currents at the North Carolina beaches the next couple days, and particularly later this week when that area of disturbed weather moves north. Okay, but in terms of any rain or anything like that, wind, not really seeing that for central North Carolina or eastern North Carolina. Just like I said, dangerous surf, rip currents. All right. Okay, so wrapping this up, a cold front will move through later tonight. A few showers, maybe a thunderstorm, but not expecting any notable coverage or any drought relief from that. Most places will stay dry. It could be a few sprinkles tomorrow in those low clouds, but again, not much drought relief. Most places will stay dry. Dry, cooler weather through the middle and latter half of the work week, and then another cold front will move through late Saturday, may bring a couple more widely scattered showers. Again, most places will stay dry with that on Saturday night. So overall, not much drought relief, pretty dry right through the week, and temps closer to normal. If I could provide any good news, it's look at those temps. That's very comfortable. So good temperatures to be outside if you have any outdoor activities. All right, and comfortable lows at night too, I might add. All right, so that's our weekly briefing for this week. Pretty low key, low impact. Again, if you're going to the beach, stay out of the water. Lots of dangerous surf and rip currents. That's the main hazard this week. All right, so that wraps up our weekly briefing for Central North Carolina.